Alright, everyone. Now, if you know, almost 2 weeks ago I did a video of me doing my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS and Laserdisc collection, and a few days ago I covered the Walt Disney Classics VHS and Laserdisc collection, but now I'm going to be showing you the standard Disney VHS collections, and I'm not really going to show the Walt Disney Home Entertainment releases because I don't really have as much of those to look at, but what I am going to show in two different parts is part one, where we'll look at the Neon Mickey and Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Home Video releases, and part two, we'll be looking at the gold Walt Disney Home Video releases. And we'll also cover surprise Walt Disney Home Video releases that accidentally feature a specific logo meant for a specific line, even though they are standalone releases. Those will also be included on part two as well. Alright, next up, let's get started, shall we? I have only one Neon Mickey Walt Disney Home Video release. And that, of course, is the 1985 VHS release of Pete's Dragon, 1977 film, which stars on Helen Reddy, Jim Dale, Mickey Rooney, Red Buttons, and Shelley Winters, is what's read on the back cover. Here's the tape. This has a sticker label. And those late Neon Mickey releases had a couple of blue bars on them with a print date of August 29th, 1985. And this tape of Pete's Dragon opens with the 1984 red-orange FBI warning screens, and in the 1983 Neon Mickey Walt Disney Home Video logo, Neon Mickey logo. This has the 1984 red-orange FBI warning screens, the 1983 Walt Disney Home Video Neon Mickey logo. Then it goes right to the film. There's no Buena Vista logo on this copy. Now, I have some Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Home Video releases to show you. Next up, and the first Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey release that I have is I believe this is a 1988 VHS release of the Three Caballeros, because the title is centered here, because I think the original 1987 VHS had the title not being censored. It could be a 1988 or a 1989 VHS, but anyway, this is the Three Caballeros. And of course, this is a 1944 film, and it's got the Three Caballeros, which are Donald Duck, Joe Carioca, and Panchito. It's a 1945 film. Here's the tape. This has a sticker label with Sorcerer Mickey in the Walt Disney Home Video logo, of course. And the print date is June 27th, 1991, so this is a later printing. And this tape, this copy of the Three Caballeros VHS, opens with the 1984 red-orange FBI warning screens on this copy. Then it goes straight to the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, then the Buena Vista logo, and then we go right to the film. And there are some copies of the VHS that is printed in 1987 that has the dark red FBI warning screens from 1986 and the video dealer announcement before the Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo. But no, my copy does not have the dark red FBI warning screens or video dealer announcement at all. Mine has the regular red-orange FBI warning screens from 1984. Now, the weird thing about this release is that the cover, the spine especially, the spine has a character profile picture of Donald Duck in a diamond, but this is not a Walt Disney Classics release, which is pretty interesting, but kind of weird at the same time, because if it's a Walt Disney Classics release, it would feature the Classics diamond at the top, and then the Walt Disney Home Video logo would go across it. But this does not have a Classics diamond, so this is a standard Walt Disney Home Video release, and it's got the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, because the Classics releases would either contain the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video cheesy black diamond logo, or the 1988, 1989, or 1992 Walt Disney Classics Sorcerer Mickey logos, but with occasional Classics releases like The Rescuers Down Under and Robin Hood also using the Walt Disney Home Video logo from 1986 as well. Alright. The next Sorcerer Mickey release that I have is a 1988 VHS release of Mary Poppins, 1964 film with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke and Matthew Garber and Karen Dotrice and Glynis Johns and David Tomlinson. This is one of my all-time favorite live-action musicals. And this has an ink label with Sorcerer Mickey next to the Walt Disney Home Video logo, with the print date being November 25th, 1992. So this is a later printing. But I checked this VHS tape, and despite this being a 1992 reprint, this tape still opens with the original 1984 red-orange FBI warning screens kept intact, followed by the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, the Buena Vista logo, and the film. And strangely enough, I found out that the 1992 DVS VHS release of Mary Poppins, for some reason, has the 1988 Walt Disney Classics Sorcerer Mickey logo on it, even though Mary Poppins is not really a Classics release because it's a live-action film mixed with animation. And surely the Walt Disney Classics logo would mainly be used on animated features that are part of the Classics line. But no, but that only applies with the DVS VHS. The DVS VHS uses the Walt Disney Classics logo, but this is a regular VHS, so that has the Walt Disney Home Video logo from 1986. Isn't that weird, how the DVS VHS of Mary Poppins used the Walt Disney Classics logo? That's very, very bizarre. Next up, I have the 1991 VHS of Pete's Dragon, And Pete's Dragon is, like I said before, a 1977 film. So there's no need to explain that anymore since I already covered it when we looked at the first release that I showed you. This has a vertical sticker label with a print date of June 10th, 1991. And this VHS of Pete's Dragon opens with the 1984 red-orange FBI warning screens. Then it's got the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo. And then it has the film's MPAA rating screen. And then after that, we get right to the Buena Vista logo before the film starts. Alright. This next Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey release does not come in a clamshell, and instead comes in a cardboard slipcover case. And that is the 1993 VHS release of The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventures. And this is called Stormy the Wild Seahorse, which is Volume 2. Volume 1 is Whale of a Tale, and Volume 3 is Double Bubble. And what can I say about the Little Mermaid TV series? It's not really bad by any means. It's far from bad. While it's great seeing the cast members from the original classic Little Mermaid film, I would have to say the film is a little bit better than the TV series, in my opinion at least. But that doesn't mean, of course, I do not hate the series. I enjoyed the series, but I enjoyed the film a little bit more. So this TV series is great, of course, but the film is even better. This contains the episodes Stormy the Wild Seahorse and The Great Sebastian. This has an ink label with Sorcerer Mickey next to the Walt Disney Home Video logo. And the print date on this tape is January 5th of 1993. Now, this VHS release of The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventures, Stormy the Wild Seahorse, opens with the 1991 green FBI warning screens. Then it's got the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo. And in the coming soon to video screen, and then after that, it's got a preview for Adventures in Wonderland. And then the feature program screen. And then we go to the Little Mermaid TV series opening introduction. And the start of Stormy the Wild Seahorse. And of course, at the end, it's got the last few seconds of The Great Sebastian, the end credits, the Walt Disney Television logo, and of course, the preview for other Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventures tapes. And those are some of the same previews I've already covered when we imagined a 1993 Walt Disney Classics edition of Lady and the Tramp, released on the same day as this. Of course, the 1993 VHS of Lady and the Tramp is not real. It's fan-made. But anyway, next up, I have the 1994 VHS of The Incredible Journey. Actually, this is actually a 1997 VHS reprint in a clamshell because the original 1994 VHS comes in a cardboard slipcover case But this is a 1997 VHS in a clamshell. And of course, The Incredible Journey is a 1963 film. And this tape has got the ink label with a print date of September 16th, 1998. So this is a very late reprint. However, despite this being a very late 1998 reprint, I have checked this tape, and this still plays the original 1994 VHS mastering because it's got the original 1991 green FBI warning screens, and in the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, and then a screen that says "Own these hit movies" with the announcer saying, "Now you can own these great Disney movies." And it's got a preview for Heidi. And it's also got a preview for The Incredible Journey coming before it. Then it's got a preview for Heidi. And then it's got the black and blue feature presentation screen, the Buena Vista logo, and the film. All right. And next up, I'm going to show you two different copies of the 1994 VHS release of The Return of Jafar. Let's look at this copy first. And this is a sequel to the first Aladdin film, but this was directly released to video. And for some reason, this film does not have Robin Williams voicing the genie. Instead, it's Dan Castellaneta, who is most famously known for voicing this hilarious Homer Simpson character in The Simpsons. And of course, his famous quote is, "Dope!" It's pretty funny. I've seen a few episodes of The Simpsons as well, but anyway, back to the topic of Disney. Tape. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to show you this one. I meant to show this copy first. Anyway, this also is an ink label, like this one. But if you look at the print dates, this copy is printed on March 30th, 1994, and this one is printed on April 11th, 1994. And it opens, and the VHS of The Return of Jafar opens with the 1991 green FBI warning screens, and then a theatrical trailer for The Lion King, and it's got home video trailers for The Nightmare Before Christmas and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then the lilac blue feature presentation screen, and then the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, and then we go right to the film. Here we go. And here's the cover for this copy. Here we go. I have 3 more Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Home Video releases left, and they are 3 Walt Disney Family Film Collection releases that have the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo on it. And the first one I want to show you is, of course, the 1994 VHS release of Pollyanna, 1960 film with Haley Mills, and this has an ink label with a print date of January 2nd, 1995, and this tape opens with the 1991 green FBI warning screens, the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, the black and blue now available to own on video cassette screen with Brian Cummings voiceover. Then it's got the previews for the Walt Disney Family Film Collection and the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. And then the black and blue feature presentation screen with Brian Cummings voiceover. Unlike the Masterpiece Collection releases, which had the lilac blue feature presentation voiceover with Mark Elliott's voiceover. Then after this, it's got the Buena Vista logo for Pollyanna. After the black and blue feature presentation screen, it's got the Buena Vista logo afterwards, and then it goes right to the film. I also have another Walt Disney Family Film Collection VHS release. Here's the second one. I have one more after this. 1994 VHS release of The Parrot Trap. 1961 film with Haley Mills this time. Here's the tape. Ink label. Print date is December 29th, 1994. And this tape pretty much opens the same way with the 1991 green FBI warning screens, 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, and then the black and blue now available to own on video cassette screen. And then after that, it's got previews for the Walt Disney Family Film Collection and the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection like before. And then it's got the black and blue feature presentation screen like before. And then the Buena Vista logo. And then we go right to the film. And the last Walt Disney Family Film Collection release, and the last release I have in general with the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo. And that is a 1994 VHS of The Love Bug, 1968 film. And this has an ink label as well. And the print date on this copy is May 30th, 1996. And this tape of The Love Bug opens with the 1991 green FBI warning screens, then the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo. Then it's got the Flash Bang now available to own on video cassette screen with previews for the Walt Disney Family Film Collection and the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. then the flashbang feature presentation screen, Buena Vista logo, and then we go to the film. Alright, that's it for the Neon Mickey and Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Home Video releases. And stay tuned for part 2, which will look at the releases with the gold Walt Disney Home Video logo on it. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, also be on the lookout next week when we show my Disney VHS collection with Movie and Game Lover 98, where we will look at the RKO Radio Pictures titles next week. So stay tuned for that as well.